Blessings. Hey, welcome back to Life Place. Where I just randomly have a thought and I just press record. Hey, you know, not everybody's gonna want what you want, right? And not everybody's gonna like what you want. But at the same time, they will go back to, or they want what they want, and sometimes what they want is what they're used to and what is easiest for them, because sometimes what they wish for is too much for them, where it asks too much of them where they're not ready to do. It seems like some things in life, when it comes to leveling up or elevating themselves or healing themselves, will really push people backwards, where the challenge to elevate themselves will cause for them to go back to what they're used to, where it is much easier, where they don't have to take accountability, they don't have to take responsibility or even have any responsibility, but what it is that soothes them. They don't have to take accountability for shit, what they do in life, what they say, who they, it's just standing on business altogether, right? It's like the ones that really do would rather walk in their representative more so than walking as themselves, because it causes them to change and be who they are really supposed to be, more so than the representative, right? More so than a phony facade. There you go. It's like some people will rather hold up a facade, an image, more so than who they truly are, because the healing part is more so the part that they want to avoid, because it causes them to change, and those are the ones that are going to be more susceptible to always keep running into the same fucking issues, the same fucking problems, where what, their soul is never going to feel settled, their heart is always going to feel just as numb as the continuous motion of not always choosing to elevate, choosing to go back to shit what you're used to, where the lessons keep repeating and the day keeps going the same way, because the lesson is always going to repeat. It's like choosing to heal and choosing to elevate and to level up yourself means to stand on business on what it is that you want to do for you, more so than saying it, complaining about it, and making excuses. You can't be, damn, this is bad, because you got to be honest with yourself, yo. But some people would rather lie to themselves and then blame other people for elevating. you know they'll blame others for actually leveling up, or even standing on business. Those are the ones that are more inept to actually try to take your business away from you, or even trying to make it seem like you have no business at all. you know the ones that waste their time because they want to waste their time, more so than trying to waste your time because you know what to do with your time. It's like some people are more held up by their own excuses of elevating themselves, or rather standing on business about themselves, and they're the ones that really will try to make you seem as though that you are just as egotistical with your being, more so than they are egotistical than who they are trying to be. Damn. It's like some people really do just want to get full off of your water, you know, with steadily handing you empty cups, all because of the energy that they choose to grow in, that keeps them in the sunken place where they got to keep on handing out an empty cup because they're empty on the inside. You know, they're basically choosing to give their energy out to everyone else that feels the need of them. It feeds the ego of them feed the feed the representative than them. you know it's like the ones that really do feel as though that, no, it's the ones that are lonely on the inside that have to have so many of a quantity to fill a void, where they're more susceptible to the shallowness that they still are trying to fill. Wow. It's the ones that are not content with what they have and who they are, so that they can go on to becoming who they want to be, because of the fact that, of the excuses, of the complaining, and of the mindset that they choose to want to be in, because they talk themselves into it, more so than just being. you know, more so than just being who they want to be. And shit, yo, walking away from those that actually stop you from being. That's the whole thing. Some people are more afraid of actually walking away from those that actually hype up the representative more so than accept the being behind the representative. Whereas those same people will go after the one that is themselves, all because they are more used to, damn, the same things like everyone else. So it is on you to break a cycle where everything continues to be in the same routine that, yo, some people don't want to elevate. They don't want to level themselves up because leveling up is too much work for them to do, because that means leaving people, places, and things behind that hold up the image of the representative. Yet the being behind the representative, behind the image, needs to heal, because no matter the amount of people, the amount of things, or the amount of places that you go, it's still filling a void where the shallowness and the surface level of everything is never going to fill, because you're still drowning in shallow waters. Whereas depth is quality. That's some crazy shit. It's really standing on business. It's really standing in your truth, more so than knowing that not everybody's going to be able to swim, or not everybody's going to want to swim to the depths of you. Whereas many people will always piddle paddle and play in the puddles type shit, right? Because ain't nobody scared of drowning, but some people do slip and drown in the sidewalk of their own tears. Crazy shit, yo. It's like really choosing to elevate really is a choice, because you'll have more people influencing you not to elevate just so that they can keep you in place. Keep you in place when it comes to the mindset, where it keeps you set on the same routines where you have no accountability and no responsibility, because shit, that's like a child's play. It's staying in the playground rather than making a playground for others to play in. It's the ones that want to play with the toys rather than making the toys and owning a company that makes toys for everyone. Ego sometimes really does speak louder than, sometimes ego is too loud that they can't hear themselves, where they can feel themselves, that to fill a void with quantity will never fill the void, whereas quality fills every space, the void, where the void is never felt again, because you're just full. Choosing to heal and choosing to elevate really means moving away from people, places, and things that hold up an image than actually knowing you as the being. Those are the ones that will really walk into those that match up who they are by not choosing to elevate. Because those that choose to elevate will always match up and link up and align with those that elevated themselves too. There's no makeup needed, no glitter, glamour, no fucking spell work at all. Whereas those that really do not want to take responsibility to elevate or even stand on business to create a fucking business that is of integrity, yo, there's like some people will really just keep connecting to whatever is inside of them. So just imagine the heart that it's trying to fill a void. They're going to keep lining up with people that is trying to fill a void too. So it's just going to be some unreciprocated energy exchange where the void is just getting bigger and bigger and deeper, falling into their own ditch of lack of value of self, lack of control of self, where their energy is going to be that much more used and abused by everyone else rather than that energy being used for themselves. Wow. I wish you a lot of prayers and a lot of good positivity, because that was a lot of energy. Know that the most I got you. Have a good one. Bye.